So I don't always do these reviews for new movies in theaters very often because, well, I mean, honestly, I feel like, say, other reviewers do a better job at, like, talking about newer films than I am. Mostly just because when I see a film, like I come out of, like, if I had a good time watching this, then I'll usually say how I felt and all that. Then, like, later I'll feel like, say, wow. Because sometimes I'll suddenly think, well, this wasn't good or wasn't great after I see it again. But today I'm deciding to talk about the film Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And I'll be honest, I had a strange experience watching this film. Keep in mind, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is an R-rated film. I was a little bit surprised in the fact that there was a little bit of a family that was watching this film. So yeah, that was also surprising. And I'll be honest, there was quite a few, you know, sometimes when you see a movie, there'll be, like, people that are really loud. That kind of happened, and most of the years they're just going, shh, 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 shh. And okay, there was one comment that made me just laugh, and it was like, shut up. It's like, shut up, I'm trying to watch a shitty movie. And so, yeah, what happened in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey? Well, it's been, basically, in a way, Christopher Robin has, like, at a young age, he discovers Rabbit, Piglet, Eeyore, and Al, and, but eventually, he has to grow up, go away, go to college.
Christopher, we need to leave. Now.
I really need to find out what's happening there, okay?
And eventually, but unfortunately, they become feral and start to become, and then they become killers. And, a young group of young women all decide to stay in a cabin near the 100-acre woods. However, they all end up becoming, serial killer fodder.
We need to go. Laura's dead. There's someone else outside.
Because plot lines and all that stuff. Because, you know, story says, well, this is a slasher movie, so someone has to bite the dust. For a slasher film, I gotta say the kills are it's pretty good, honestly. But it still seems weird, and there's some moments where I feel like, what the hell? Well, there's moments where there's honey dripping off the Winnie the Pooh actor's mask or whatever. It just goes, ugh, so... And, I mean, I'll be honest, the acting, passable, but the one thing that really hurts this film for me, because, I mean, I'm not the, you know, toughest critic, but then again, I did hate Flash Gordon too. But the moments that really, if I say, I have to remember this film had not the best budget. But I have to say that, here's this. If you have the budget to have moments where you have lighting, with fires and all that, then you should have the ability to have the budget to have enough lighting to, like, light the actors, like, whenever, like, you know, from a distance. Like, if they're running away and all that stuff. You know. Could totally be wrong about that. And honestly, I gotta say, the end of the film was quite surprising. and the fact that I thought there would be a final girl, but no. Mostly because spoilers, Christopher Robin is the final guy of the film. And Winnie the Pooh says something. And it's, "You left." Or "You abandoned us," or something like that. Oh, this one was just, honestly, the moments, they had some, just ugh, was the honey and dripping, or sweat, or whatever, dripping off people's faces and all that stuff. I will say that, yeah, the kills are very, oh, wow. I mean, here's the thing. If you did not like the kills in, what was it? Halloween Ends, then, you might like the kills in this film. Except, say, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna say, yeah, you can see what it looks like. You can see, all that stuff. But unfortunately, sometimes it's just a colorless film at times. It's not a very colorful film. It's, very monotonous. Real world colors, honestly. And, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, after watching it, I just felt like, at the end of the movie, I felt like, that's it? When the ending of the film happened, I felt like, what? I mean, you kill off Piglet, and I mean, you kill off Piglet, and then you're not gonna give us the payback of, well, I'm guessing you're sequel baiting it, so then you can have Pooh come back for a sequel film where Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, seconds, please, or something like that. I don't know. This full film it'll get a sequel. But at the same time, I've heard the producers and all that stuff are getting death threats, and it makes me think, what the hell? I mean, I don't care if you think this movie's an abomination and ruined my childhood and all that stuff. You do not send death threats to people making a film. If you don't like the film, you don't like the film. You don't just say, hey, we're going to, send death threats and all that stuff, man. You don't do that, no. I don't care. I mean, I could totally be wrong about that information, but yeah, that's what I've heard recently. But honestly, I mean, is this the worst thing I've seen all year? I mean, this year's just started. I'm sure I'll see worse. But yeah, is it entertaining? It's entertaining in it that it's so bad it's alright. Not saying it's good. It's a low budget slasher film that you see with your friends. That's just how I feel, man.